Tibari. I am MD DM Endocrinology, consultant endocrinologist practicing in Kolkata, now attached to RGKar Medical College, Kolkata. And today I just want to interact with you regarding a very important topic, the diabetes with pregnancy. Before starting that, we need to know why diabetes happen so commonly in pregnancy. We need to know that this is a very physiological conditions to increase the blood glucose level during the time of pregnancy. Why this happens? Because if blood glucose level increases, that helps to transfer the nutrients and glucose to the baby. That's why the blood glucose level usually bit increases in pregnancy due to insulin resistance. And if the exaggerations of this physiological phenomenon happens in pregnancy, that leads to diabetes, or most of the time it can be said at. So we can classify the diabetes with pregnancy either pre-gestational diabetes mellitus, that means whenever the blood glucose level is high even at the starting of pregnancy or earlier part of the pregnancy, and it can be classified at gestational diabetes mellitus, that means earlier part of the pregnancy it was normal, but in the later part of the pregnancy the blood glucose level increases to certain cutoff value. The different cutoff values are also there to diagnose this diabetes with pregnancy. The important thing is that if the blood glucose level is significantly high in earlier part of the pregnancy, that means in first 3 months where the different organ actually generates, that means called the period of organogenesis. If the blood glucose level is significantly high in that period, that may lead to some kind of congenital abnormality in related to that high blood glucose level. But in later part, that means elevation of the blood glucose level in later part of the pregnancy, that does not lead to this kind of congenital abnormality, but that increases the other complications like the increased size of the baby, macrosomia. In the time of delivery, that may lead to some mechanical obstructions, and later part of that means after delivery, patient or baby may go into hypoglycemia, that means low blood glucose level, and other electrolyte disturbances also. So properly we need to manage that diabetes with pregnancy by different way. The pre-gestational diabetes mellitus ideally should be managed with insulin. We need to maintain the blood glucose level in certain level by using mainly insulin, and another drug is recommended so far, this metformin, though recent guideline also indicates that metformin may not be used, but still we are using metformin so far its efficacy is concerned. So you have to use insulin and metformin throughout the time of the pregnancy to maintain the blood glucose level as near to as normal. Ideally, it should be maintained fasting blood glucose level less than 92 or 95, or postprandial blood glucose level is less than 120 throughout the pregnancy, avoiding the hypoglycemia. And during the time of the delivery, this is also important. Sometimes you need to use multiple doses of insulin, say for it may be in basal bolus format, or it may be a premixed in multiple format, so that we can control the blood glucose level in optimum level. Awareness is very important for prevention of gestational diabetes mellitus. Recently, there is lifestyle, food habit that increases the prevalence of obesity and metabolic complications. So, pre-gestational body weight, that means pre-pregnancy body weight of a woman is also important to prevent the development of gestational diabetes mellitus. So, proper exercise, limited healthy food, and maintain the body weight at the certain level is very important for prevention of the gestational diabetes mellitus. Those who having the family history of diabetes mellitus has to be very much cautious before taking pregnancy or before going for the pregnancy regarding body weight, food habit. This is also important. Less amount of glucose or carbohydrate, free sugar containing diet, less amount of fat or less amount of salt, and increase vegetables, increase complex carbohydrate, regular exercise, these are also very important for prevention of the gestational diabetes mellitus. So, with this message I want to say that every persons with pregnancy need to be screened for whether having diabetes mellitus or not. At the first contact, very first contact, they need to screen. The different methods are there, either by the single oral glucose, that means challenge test, that is OGTT, and or different fasting blood glucose level HbA1c. And if it is negative, again it should be screened at 24 to 28 weeks whether this patient is having gestational diabetes mellitus or not. With that message, I like to thank you for hearing.
Insights from the world's best medical minds. You are watching therightdoctors.com.